Ever wondered what unseen organisms are sharing your space right now? Let's take a moment to dive into an unseen world that's teeming with life. This world is smaller than the eye can see, but it's bustling with activity. It's the world of bacteria. Now, when we think of bacteria, we often think of something harmful. But bacteria are not just about infections or diseases. They are microorganisms that are everywhere. In the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and even inside us. They are so tiny that millions could fit on the tip of a pencil, yet they outnumber the cells in our bodies. Imagine that. Bacteria are the unsung heroes of our planet, often overlooked due to their microscopic size. But it's their small stature that allows them to be so numerous and pervasive. They are the ultimate survivors, able to thrive in extreme heat, cold, and even radiation. But don't be fooled by their size. These little powerhouses play a crucial role in our lives and the functioning of our planet. They help us digest food, produce vitamins, combat diseases, and break down waste. They are the invisible workers that keep our ecosystems running smoothly. And yet, bacteria are often misunderstood. The truth is, only a tiny fraction of them cause diseases. Most bacteria are benign, and many are essential for life as we know it. So the next time you think of bacteria, don't just think of germs or illness. Think of the countless tiny organisms working tirelessly to maintain balance in our bodies and our world. Yes, bacteria are everywhere, and they are far more integral to our lives than most of us realize. So let's embark on this journey together, to understand and appreciate these unseen inhabitants of our world. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of bacteria. Did you know bacteria come in different shapes and sizes? In the microscopic world, bacteria are the chameleons of their realm, adapting their forms to best suit their environment and role. Let's take a closer look at these unicellular organisms and their three main shapes. First, we have the spherical bacteria, also known as cocci. These tiny organisms often resemble perfectly round pearls under the microscope. Their compact shape allows them to occupy minimal space and form clusters, a trait that can help them resist harsh conditions and enhance their survival. Next up, we encounter the rod-shaped bacteria, or as scientists like to call them, bacilli. These bacteria, shaped like tiny sausages, are the most common type found in nature and are usually responsible for diseases like tuberculosis and anthrax. The elongated shape of the bacilli allows them to move more freely, and their larger surface area aids in nutrient absorption. Finally, we meet the spirilla, the spiral-shaped bacteria. These corkscrew-shaped organisms are like the gymnasts of the bacterial world, twisting and turning with ease. This unique shape not only allows them to move in a corkscrew-like motion, but it also helps them penetrate viscous materials, such as mucus, making them particularly effective at invading host organisms. It's not just about aesthetics or mobility, though. The shapes of these bacteria also contribute to their roles in the environment. For instance, the spherical cocci are often found in our respiratory and digestive tracts, helping to break down food and protect against harmful pathogens. Bacilli, on the other hand, are often found in soil and water, playing a crucial role in decomposing organic matter. Spirilla, meanwhile, are commonly associated with diseases like Lyme disease and syphilis, showing how their shape aids in their invasive abilities. In essence, the shape of a bacterium isn't just a physical characteristic, it's a survival strategy, a functional adaptation honed over millions of years of evolution. These different shapes enable bacteria to thrive in a myriad of environments, from the human gut to the deepest ocean trenches. It's fascinating how their shapes contribute to their survival and functionality, isn't it? Are bacteria our friends, foes, or both? It's a question that might have crossed your mind, and rightfully so. Bacteria play a complex role in our lives, and today we're going to delve into that intricate relationship. Let's start with the good guys, the friendly bacteria. These microscopic allies live in our gut, helping us break down food and absorb nutrients. They're like little chefs, cooking up our meals on a microscopic level. And they don't stop at just helping us digest food. They're also our own personal vitamin factories. They synthesize essential vitamins like vitamin K and certain B vitamins, which play crucial roles in our body functions. Not only that, but these friendly bacteria form a protective barrier against their harmful counterparts. They're like our body's personal security team, keeping out the unwanted guests. They prevent harmful bacteria from growing and causing infections. So in many ways, they're our first line of defense in a world teeming with potential threats. But like any story, there's another side to the coin. Enter the pathogenic bacteria, the foes in our tale. These harmful bacteria are responsible for a host of diseases and infections, from strep throat caused by Streptococcus bacteria to the debilitating Lyme disease caused by Borrelia. These bacteria are no laughing matter. They can infiltrate our bodies, multiply, and wreak havoc on our health. However, it's essential to remember that not all bacteria are harmful. In fact, the majority are either neutral or beneficial to us. The harmful ones represent a small fraction of the vast bacterial world. So, while it's crucial to protect ourselves from pathogenic bacteria, we should also remember the crucial role that beneficial bacteria play in our lives. So, to answer our initial question, bacteria can indeed be both our friends and our foes. They can be villains, causing disease and discomfort, but they can also be superheroes, aiding digestion, synthesizing vitamins, and protecting us from harm. So, bacteria can be both villains and superheroes in the story of our lives. Have you heard about the antibiotic resistance crisis? Let's delve into it. Antibiotic resistance is a phenomenon where bacteria evolve in such a way that they become immune to the very antibiotics designed to kill them. It's like a game of survival, where bacteria are constantly changing their strategies to stay alive. So how does this happen? Well, imagine a bustling city full of bacteria. When an antibiotic is introduced, it's like a storm sweeping through, wiping out many of the inhabitants. But just like in any city, there are always survivors. These hardy bacteria, having survived the storm, now have the chance to multiply and take over. And guess what? They pass on their resistance to their offspring, creating a new generation of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Now you might be wondering, why is this such a big deal? The answer lies in the fact that antibiotic-resistant bacteria make infections much harder, and sometimes even impossible to treat. You see, we rely on antibiotics to treat everything from minor infections to life-threatening conditions. But when bacteria become resistant to these drugs, our arsenal of treatments begins to dwindle. Misuse and overuse of antibiotics are fueling this crisis. When antibiotics are used unnecessarily or improperly, it gives bacteria more opportunities to adapt and become resistant. This could be through not completing a prescribed course of antibiotics, using them to treat viral infections which they can't cure, or even using them in agriculture to promote growth in healthy animals. So, what can we do about it? The answer is twofold. On one hand, we need to be more judicious in our use of antibiotics, using them only when necessary and always finishing the full course. On the other hand, we need to invest in research to develop new antibiotics and alternative treatments. Antibiotic resistance is a real and growing threat, and bacteria are at the heart of it. Understanding this crisis is the first step towards combating it. Let's all play our part in this fight. Let's summarize what we've learned about the world of bacteria. We've delved into the unseen world, a world teeming with bacteria, these invisible powerhouses that are omnipresent, from the deepest trenches of the ocean to the highest peaks of the mountains. They are in the air we breathe, the food we eat, and even within us, making up a significant portion of our bodies. In our exploration, we've discovered the fascinating diversity of these microscopic creatures, their different types and shapes, spheres, rods, spirals. They come in all forms, each type adapted to survive and thrive in their specific environment. Their diversity is not just physical but functional too. They play a variety of roles, some beneficial, some harmful, some just neutral. We've also discussed the dual nature of bacteria, friends or foes. They can be both. Some bacteria keep our bodies healthy, aiding in digestion, boosting our immune system, and even producing vitamins. Others, however, can cause diseases, from mild infections to deadly plagues. But it's important to note, the harmful ones are just a tiny fraction of the vast bacterial world. The antibiotic resistance crisis, a major concern of our time, was another key point. Bacteria, in their struggle for survival, have evolved to resist the drugs we use to kill them. This resistance is a stark reminder of the power of these tiny organisms and the importance of using antibiotics responsibly. In sum, the bacterial world is a complex and dynamic one, full of surprises, challenges, and opportunities. They are an integral part of life on Earth, driving many essential processes. Understanding and respecting these tiny entities is crucial. It's a fine balance, harnessing their benefits while mitigating their potential harm. In the vast universe of life, bacteria play a crucial role. They are tiny yet mighty, and they deserve our respect and attention.